Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Putri Nirmala. So here I want to tell you the story about Jakataru. Once upon a time, a young man named Jakataru lived with his mother named Bo Mila. Meanwhile, Jakataru's father died a long time ago. Jakataru and Bo Mila fulfilled their daily needs by farming in the rice field. Then one night, Jakatarup's dreamed of meeting and marrying a very beautiful woman, even like an angel. When Jakatarup woke up, he smiled because he was happy with his dream last night. Until midday, Jakatarup was still thinking about his beautiful dream. Jakatarup sat in his yard contemplating happily. Jakatarup is a young man who likes and is good at hunting like his father before. Then one morning he decided to go hunting, not to the rice fields. Jakatarup also prepared all kinds of hunting equipment. He needs like arrow, knife, and sword. When he was ready, he said goodbye to his mother. After Jakatarup left, Bokmila went back to her room to rest because he suddenly felt tired. In the forest, Jakatarup managed to shoot a deer. His heart felt heavy and satisfied because he would cook this deer with his mother for the next few days. When he was walking home, suddenly a leopard approached him. Jakatarup panicked and he let go of the deer that was on his flank, so he could escape quickly. The leopard immediately ate the deer that Jakatarup had hunted. Of course, Jakatarup felt annoyed and felt that his day was very unlucky because now he would go home empty-handed. What a sign is this, huh? Mother Jakatarup as he sat down lamely. Jakatarup walked back home feeling hungry because he didn't find any game along the way. When Jakatarup entered his village, he saw many residents walking hastily in the same direction as him. The closer he got to his house, the more people gathered. Jakatarup's heart became even more confused. He didn't know what was happening. When he entered his house, Mr. Ranu and many people patted him on the shoulder to say he should be patient and accept his fate. It turned out that Jakatarup's mother had died. Bomila was lying stiff in the living room of their house unconscious. Jakatarup was weak and his cries filled the room. Jakatarup could only stare at his mother's body in contemplation. After his mother was buried and everyone had gone home, he felt very lonely because now he was alone. Only by hunting Jakatarup can he forget his sadness for a moment. Until one morning when he was hunting in the Wanawasa forest, he felt bored because he didn't find any animals. Because he felt thirsty and tired, he went towards the lake called Toya Wening Lake. When he was almost there, he heard the voice of several women talking and laughing. But he thought maybe this was all just his imagination. However, his voice becomes clear and louder as Jakatarup approached the lake. Apparently, there were seven beautiful girls bathing in the lake. Jakatarup was shocked beyond belief and his heart was beating very fast. Jakatarup looked at the girls one by one in the lake. All of them are very beautiful. From their conversation, Jakatarup knew that the seven girls, were angels who came down from heavens. Is this meaning of my dream at the time? He thought with a very happy heart. Jakatarup saw a pair of angels' colors on large and rock. All the colors have different colors. Jakatarup thought that if he took one of colors, he would not be able to return to heaven. Finally, he secretly took out one of green colors as the sun approaches sunset. These angels want to return to heaven. However, one of the angels couldn't find her goddess. The other six angels tried to help him find his goddess, but were unsuccessful. From this incident, Jakatarup heard that the angel whose goddess he took was named Wulan. Nawang cried in panic because without her goddess and shawl she would not to be able to return to heaven. While the other angels had to leave Nawang because it was getting dark. Nawang looked desperate. Suddenly, without realizing it, she said, "Whoever can give me goddess, I will make she a sister. If she is a woman, but if he is a man, I will make him my husband." Jakataru rushed home to hide Nawangwulan's goddess and bring goddess. Jakatarup approached Nawangwulan and gave her goddess. After Nawangwulan got dressed, she fulfilled the promise she had made she would marry Jakatarup. Their marriage lasted a long time and they were blessed with a child named Nawangsi. The name is Nawangsi. Since getting married, Jakatarup has finally been able to find his happiness again. But there is one thing that is still bothering him. He wondered why the rice in their barn did not decrease even though it was cooked every day. In fact, the regular harvest made their barns barely fit anymore. She reminded her husband not to open the lid of the rice steamer he was cooking. Because it felt like had been a long time, Jakatar wanted to see whether the rice was cooked. He opened it and forgot Nawang Wulan's message. How surprised Jakataruk was to see the contents of the steamer. Nawang Wulan only cooks a sprig of rice. He immediately remembered their rice supplies, which were getting bigger and bigger. When Nawang Wulan arrived home, she saw her husband with anger because he had forgotten what he had left. "I have lost my ability to turn a stalk of rice into a basket of rice," said Nawang Wulan. From the on, Nawang Wulan had to pound rice to cook. Since that day, their rice supplies have become increasingly depleted. The next morning, Nawang Wulan went to the barn in the backyard to pick up rice. While pulling the few remaining rice stalks, Nawang Wulan felt her hand holding something soft. Out of curiosity, Nawang Wulan continued to pull the object. Nawang Wulan's face suddenly turned pale because she was shocked to see that the object she had just managed to grab were her angel's clothes and green scarves. Nawangwulan felt disappointed and angry with Jakatarup because he felt he had been cheated all this time. When she met Jakatarup, she decided to return to heaven and leave her husband and child. However, Nawangwulan will not forget her child. If Nawangsi wants to meet her mother, Jakatarup must burn the rice stalks and place them near Nawangsi. Of course, with the condition that Jakatarup must not be nearby. I think that's all for me. Thanks. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.